2 is going with Byzantines? That's peculiar. But welcome, guys, to Game 2 of a 5-game show match between two strong, but not pro players. We have Cong in the blue playing as the Byzantines, which is just so confusing. I can maybe justify that in my mind. We'll talk about it. And then Shmolagin is going as Aztecs, which is what we were expecting. Aztecs or Mayans, but Aztecs is kind of the easy pick here. Again, this is promoting the No Wall Brawl tournament. When I upload these to YouTube, there will be a link for the donations to the tournament, so that PayPal link will allow you to crowdfund the tournament if you would like, but also the signups and all the info as well. So, without any further ado, let's talk about what this map is. Ooh, bad decision for Cong to fight there. This is Chaos Pit, and there's obviously a pit here. 2 TCs in the middle of this pit, and what do you have as a player? Well, you will have deer, you will have berries, and there's turkeys around. And Shmolagin is actually trying to steal these turkeys. But he's this is always funny. It's not going to happen. He's going to kill that one? Nope. Look at this. They're fighting over the turkeys. Just like Thanksgiving. Oh, Shmolagin! No! That's awful! I don't think he's even going to get the turkeys. Oh, Shmolagin getting wrecked. Trying to be aggressive and regretting that. But with no wall mod, which is what we're using here. Oh, and Kong's gonna lose his scout too! Oh, man. No wall mod will promote aggression, and I don't think Chaos Pit is a map where you see a ton of walls in the middle anyway, but the TCs are right next to one another. Both players losing their scout, which is gonna suck, actually, because they're gonna want to get the deer. Normally you would see them lure them in. But the idea with this map, there's no gold in the middle. All you'll find is some stone. 2 tiles for each player. And you're going to want to cut to the outer edge, which means you're going to want to put your lumber camp there. And then there's gold on the outside. But what an interesting start here. So both players killing and losing a unit. And I noticed a messy start for Shmolagin underneath his TC. I don't know what Cong was doing at the time. But I'll tell you what, having this overlay is really nice because we can see the amount of villagers, the kills, the deaths, military. It's just beautiful. I love it so much. I can't believe that something like this actually exists for Age of Empires 2 because it is an older game. It is the most beautiful game ever. And I can't find myself enjoying another game like this ever. But it is amazing what this overlay and dashboard can do. It's nice. Now, Cong, I think, making a mistake here. You can see he's placed his lumber camp here, which means he is not going to be close to cutting out to the outer edge, or as close to as Shmolagin, so he'll think about doing that later. The Aztec bonus that's really going to help Shmolagin is the fact that he can go 5 militia, while Cong would have to defend with 3. Well, yeah, for sure he'd have to defend with 3, and I'll tell you why that is. So Aztecs are strong in AOC for this reason. They already have loom, okay? So that means Shmolagin has 100 gold. A militia costs 20 gold each, with the food involved as well, but talking about the gold. So that gives him the potential to make 5 militia without having to collect any gold, and having loomed villagers. Cong, if he's going to get loom, which is, you know, standard, he is only going to be able to make, well, no, in this case he'd be able to make 2. I guess on Arabia, you would collect that 10 extra gold. So he's only going to be able to make 2 because he has 50 gold. So if Shmolagin goes for a drush, that's going to be really difficult for Cong. Notice he's actually using this villager to lure in the deer. The one got underneath his TC earlier. He's just sitting the villager behind. That's not an easy thing to do because if you accidentally click that deer, you shoot it. And then it's killed out there. But he lured deer last time and it worked for him. This one's a little bit different because he didn't have a scout anymore. Or is he planning to go full Byzantines trash? Well, yeah, and that's what I wanted to touch on next, Mr. Butter Chicken 24. Byzantines, they can go full trash, which means they don't need any gold. He can use the 50 gold he has now for the fletching upgrade. I think we'll just have to see what Shmolagin does, because I think Cong will utilize the cheap Byzantines trash. If Shmolagin doesn't drush, then I don't think he has much of an advantage. except for the fact that he's going to be cutting out shortly. So, I mean, I could speculate on so many different things, but it's really hard to say. But I do like the fact that these guys are going to be forced to make some weird decisions for us with different civs. If it is straight up to the wood line, it would probably take longer to cut due to walking. If you want to be certain, see Spirit of the Law on YouTube has anything on that. If it is straight up... Oh, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about the lumber camp placement? Like if it's a tile away or something like that. Well, I guess in this case they're looking for efficiency as well for their wood. So if they place the lumber camp like one tile back, which I think Spirit of the Law did have a video on that, after they cut that first layer, it's not going to be as good because they're going to be running further. So for competitive play, you want to build it as close as possible. But for maybe efficient play, if you could ideally build like lumber camps at any point in time and not have to worry about using those resources, I think you go one tile away and then refresh it later on. So no wall mod, just removes walls. Yes, it does. And look at the Feudal Age times now. Kong going up with one more villager and a little bit behind. It does interest me that he's not going to get to the outer edge. I expect a barracks and then archery ranges. He's going to probably go spears and skirms. Shmolagin went Aztecs and he didn't Drush. And he has a lot of wood at the moment, so maybe he will consider going skirms as well, which will put him behind. If I'm 1100 on Voobly, can I sign up for the tournament? I don't want to ruin it. Of course you can. Yeah, go ahead and sign up. I signed up for 2 tournaments, I think. And even though I went into it knowing I wouldn't win, like in Masters of Islands, don't even talk to me about that. And then, what was it? Legend of the Huns. I signed up for those knowing that it would be a struggle. But I still had a good time, good experiences, with the exception of the archery range issue. Which, again, we're not going to talk about that. Escape AoE with the host. Welcome, everybody. Please stick around. Right now, we're doing a show match between 2, not expert players, but strong players. Kong taking the first game. This is a 1v1 on Chaos Pit. Thanks so much for the host, guys. But yeah, so we do see that blacksmith from Shmolagin. I expect... Well, his resources are looking good, but I do expect he's going to have to make skirmishers. Kong... Well, who knows? Only making an archery range now. If you are new to the stream, please leave a follow. I will be casting on Escape AoE tomorrow, so you can look forward to that. Also, if you're new to the game, bear with us. Ask questions in the chat. The wood line on the outer edge actually keeps them away from all gold on this map. You can see Shmolagin's on its way to cutting out, and this is played with no wall mod, which means there's going to be no walls possible. Obviously. Now, Kong going for the second archery range. Shmolagin going for a market. And Kong's actually scouting with the spear. Both players lost their scouts early on, guys. So, they're just scouting with whatever units they can. Now we have a scouting skirmisher. And Kong, not on stone at the moment, but sending 4 villagers forward. Is he going to tower the berries? See what Shmolagin can see. Shmolagin can see the villagers there. Oh, he's going to tower the archer range. Okay. Shmolagin has good resources, but I don't know if he's going to be in a good position to do much in the Castle Age if he gets there. 2 skirmishers now. No fletching. Shmolagin may be looking to sell some stone to get to the Castle Age. I mean, this is risky play.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. Woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo. Guys, get the woo-woo-woos in the chat. Dude, thanks so much for the sub. What is this from Kong? I mean, on one hand, you'd say, okay, this is inefficient. But on the other hand, what is Shmolagin going to be able to do in the Castle Age without gold? He's not out yet. So, he's going to lose this archer range. There's a tower there. Shmolagin has all these villagers he needs to send away. Mikashi says, can someone tell me which Age of Empires do I have to buy from Steam? Yeah, Age of Empires 2, and it'll be Age of Empires 2 HD. There are expansions, but if you just want to get started, you can play the original on HD, and, you know, play that original game. Definitely recommend it if you don't want to drop the money for all the expansions, because they will go on sale. And actually, if you play games versus people who do have the expansions, it'll give you an option of 5 civs to choose. So yeah, just definitely recommend getting it on Steam. If you're interested in the Voobly content, there's actually a way to get Voobly as well later on, but I would recommend you start on Steam. This is weird from Kong, though. So he's... Oh, he is on stone over here. So he's full aggression. He's taking out these buildings. This is something I have not seen. This is not something you want to do because you're idling villagers, but I guess he has a ton of spearmen and trash. Shmolagin has 1 barracks. He is collecting gold now. I was thinking he might go Eagle Warriors, but this is looking pretty awkward for him. If he wants to build farms, he can't even build it around his TC because the army's there. Actually, that army could run right underneath the TC because he doesn't have any villagers to send in there. And he's going to build farms back here. So, while this is odd from Kong, this map is called Chaos Pit, and I can't help but think that the chaos he's causing will do a lot of damage. A lot of these guys play Arabia, which is completely different. You can see how messy it is. You don't have any gold. Kong's just now putting a lumber camp there. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat as well. Immortal says, I have AoE on Steam. Do I sign up on Voobly? Well, Voobly is actually a different platform altogether. Before it was re-released as the HD edition, players were playing this on Voobly. So if you have Steam and you want to play on Voobly, type !Voobly, and basically it's a patch. It allows you to play on both, but you'd have to open up Voobly to play on Voobly and open up Steam to play on Steam. But look at this! Byzantine's trash all over Shmolagin. He is going for a Mangonel though, which would be really nice for him. But all of his farms idled, building a tower here. This is not a pretty Age of Empires game. I'll say that much, but it is messy. Oh, he's going for a Scorpion? Oh, jeez. That's an interesting move. I guess he doesn't want to lose the Mangonel to the spears, but we'll see how well the Scorpion does. There's going to be another Scorpion coming out. He is on the outside, but Shmolagin doesn't have any economy working at the moment. Look how many villagers he's behind. It's incredible. 38 villagers for Kong, 26 for Shmolagin. Maybe regretting this fast castle approach, if you could call it that. JJ says, I'm very new to multiplayer AoE 2. Is Aztec a good civ to master, or should I focus on other civs? Well, honestly, I feel like doing random civ, mirror, so you're playing the same civilization, is the best way to learn the game all around, because then you can learn the metagame for all civs. So, you could choose one civilization, but then you get matched up with another civ, and you're not going to know what to do. A lot of the civs are very similar with the metagame. Like Meso civs are similar, some infantry civs are similar with what you should do. But what I would do, let's say you're playing friends, just do Mirror, which is on Steam, or Team Random. It's the same thing on Voobly, which just gives you the same civ. And just do it that way. Because then you can say, oh, I went with this unit and he killed me with that unit. I probably shouldn't go with this unit. But anywho, Shmolagin just now creating some villagers. The Scorpions and the Mangonel enough to push Kong away, though he is running around now. Shmolagin does see it, but he's counting on him getting to the outer edge first. That's what he's hoping will help him out. This chat is like 50% mods. Well, I encourage people to talk in the chat right now. If I'm not catching every question, because I know we have a lot of people coming in from Escape. If I'm not catching every question, then, you know, my apologies, the mods will help out. Or everybody can just put Swift Rage mod abuse in the chat, even though they're not doing that, just for fun. But, oh geez! I mean, keep in mind that Kong is still in the Feudal Age. Though he has all these extra villagers, he has no army to attack this very peculiar map. And settings as well. So, villagers going down there, and now things are kind of changing. Kong's putting up defensive towers everywhere. And he's getting closer to the food he needs to hit Castle Age, but he's still not to the outer edge to get gold, so I think he will regret his decision to not put that lumber camp there early on. Nilly's asking what the meaning of life is. Whoa. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. These villagers, they're in trouble, man. What are you even doing? Oh. you're gonna lose your friends to the other side. These monks converting one vill, probably a second. And if not, all these chicks are gonna go down to the scorpions. Looks like Shmolagin's gonna obviously toss more monks out on the front. That villager's gonna go down. Feels bad, man. Kong's mistake. I know a lot of you didn't see the beginning of this game, but because all the gold's on the outside, you need to push your lumber camp here. So while you're collecting wood, you're cutting to the outer edge. Had he done that, things would be very different for him right now. But instead, he's going with Feudal Age scouts, and he might be forced to because Aztec monks are really strong. Exactly. See, what happened here was these two didn't have a mate, and so the monks helped out with that and converted them. It's truly love at first convert. But I don't know. I feel like Kong's villager advantage should be paying off, but unfortunately, you can get away with a siege monk push as Aztecs versus Civ that doesn't have any gold fairly easily. And just because Kong is still stuck in the Feudal Age, I think it's going to be bad for him, and we might see this tide very shortly. Though he's defended well there. Shmo should go harass lumber villagers. Well, I don't think he needs to do that right now. What Shmolagin didn't have was time. Now he has plenty of it, and he's in the Castle Age too, so he can get all the, economy upgrades. He has to be careful with these monks. Does he see... Oh, geez, this could be really bad if he's converting villagers and then the scouts come in. Okay, he needs to go for conversions. He's underneath a tower, too. Yeah, scouts are going to kill these monks, but still, I don't think it's a great spot for Kong if he doesn't get to the Castle Age. He's so far away from him. A couple conversions, actually. That's really nice. 3 conversions, but that one's boink going down. Shmolagin gets forced back a bit now. The smush didn't look like the best decision after he lost all of that, but let's just slow it down because of the lag. But still, he can get another town center up if he wants, and he's doing that, and his vill count will rise. You see the vill difference there. Come back! Come back! Come back! We're back. We're back. Okay. It sucks because I constantly look over at my other monitor to just see how bad my ISP is acting. I can't wait to be free of these guys. But refresh should do it now, guys. I'll just tell you in the chat again. I imagine I'll be back here in a second. 2 TCs for Shmolagin. And, I mean, if he collects some more stone, he can go for another town center. What would be really good is Eagle Warriors, but Castle Age Eagle Warriors are not going to fare too well. Kong is being stubborn, but still far away from the Castle Age. But he is going to get to the outer edge. So, maybe he can do something. Now, I would use his scouts. Like, if I'm Kong, I wouldn't leave my scouts here. I would send them around and try and harass. Still harassable. But he's attacking with vills, which he did earlier. Pretty peculiar, but... I don't get the guy. Why is he attacking the monastery with villagers? Yeah, I don't think there's any rhyme or reason why my ISP gives me issues. I think it just happens randomly, which is a bad ISP. But don't worry, guys. It won't be forever. It will not be forever. I will move out to a different apartment once my lease is up. Soviet with the sub. Soviet, welcome to the T90 Elite, dude. Thank you so much for the subscription. And guys, get the woo-woo-woos in the chat. Now, look who's to the outside. Kong. And he's looking for gold. He's on his way to the Castle Age. He still has a 4 villager advantage, which will probably be behind when he hits the Castle Age. Yeah, why was there no music for that sub? Weird. I guess we have to get some more subs to test that out. But the one thing that Kong does have is, like, military, and Shmolagin is just trying to get away with the boom. The scouts are coming in. They do have defense upgrades. That's going to force these villagers away. The archers did not want to engage here, but I'm thinking, oh, is he going to go for the siege? He is going to go for the siege. I'm thinking Kong is still in this game. All the villagers here, the scorpions. I think the Mangonel, Scorpions, and Monk will go down. Monk's already gone down. And villagers are fighting as well. I cannot believe Kong is still in this. But this is what happens. Obviously, these guys are not Voodly pros, but they are 1700 rated, which is around, well, 2k plus on HD. And Kong has done impressively well. Now, he's Byzantines. He already has 2 stables. I imagine he'll go light cav and then crossbow then, because he has archers here. And Shmolagin just doesn't have any response. And this is kind of frustrating, because I know Shmolagin. Why no pikemen? Why no eagles? Well, he's making a barracks now. But look how many villagers he's losing. And Kong is doing the right thing with archers just to surround this area. He does have a TC. He'll go up there. But yeah, happy you guys are here. We're playing all 5 games today, by the way. Shmolagin is in an awful position now. There we go. Sam the White helping us out. So apparently, and maybe Twitch didn't want to give sound to someone who had Soviet in their name. I don't know. But Soviet and Sam, thank you for the sub. We are getting closer to the 500 goal. We're definitely getting closer to it. Which means we'll have a 24-hour stream, and I have... Oh, kind of scared about that happening, but at the same time, very happy that we would get more emotes, and I'd have a lot of strong content for it. Okay, so it looks like these scouts are nearing the end of their lives. There's TCs on either side. Shmolagin does have more villagers, and even though he was losing some, still a better position for him there, but I'm just wondering where is his defense. He has a Magan out here defending his starting TC. This is just funny. This is where they start. But is he going to have any Eagle Warriors? Is he going to have any Mangonels? At this point, with that many crossbows from Kong, Castle Age Eagle Warriors is going to be really stupid for Shmolagin. But another Siege Workshop would be in order, in my opinion. Mortal says, I'm happy to finally woo-woo-woo with the rest. Sam said, just subbed with a gift card I found in the couch? Is that what I mean to you? No, seriously, that's awesome, man. Don't you love it when you find, like, 20 bucks in your pocket after doing laundry or something? It's like the best day ever. He found the gift card in the couch. Wow. Now, we are nearing the Imperial Age, possibly, for Shmolagin. His resources are climbing. He does have the buildings he would need to click up, so we could see Imperial Age Eagle Warriors, but this has not been clean. Going for another Siege Workshop, that's what I wanted to see. Oh man. That awful feeling when you have 2 skirmishers attacking your villagers. You should be able to kill them now. They're not going to harm anything. Shmolagin's trying to get to the Castle Age desperately. Meanwhile, we have knights coming out from Kong, so he's going knights and crossbows. More villagers attacking for whatever reason. Battering ram there as well. Shmolagin, is he going to lose that Mangonel? It's so hard to multitask. He's going to lose that Mangonel, so he can lose this TC. No! Look at the TC he chose for Imp! He has nothing here! Nothing here! Oh, he's going to lose it! All of his villagers running away, and he clicked up to the Imperial Age with this TC, and he's going to lose it, which is a huge waste of time. Why, man? You have TCs out here. That's such a fail. You're building a 4th out here. Oh, I can't believe that. I mean, that one battering ram will stop it, right? Let's see. It'll be close, but that one battering ram will stop that Imp upgrade. And that's actually going to make it worse for Shmolagin, because he probably doesn't realize. So he's going to lose the Imp upgrade a while from now. At 50%, that's a lot of wasted time. I mean, that's enough to change this game. Kong has been killing villagers this entire game. Still doing that, killing more, jeez. And, I mean, he is not close to the Imperial Age, but he is doing a lot of damage, and Shmolagin, though it says on the right side he's on his way to Imp, he's just lost it. So he's all these resources. He's housed. He's being raided left and right. And he's like, wait, hold on a second. I have all these resources all of a sudden. I can create a ton of Imperial Age Eagle Warriors. Oh wait, no, I just didn't get to Imp. I mean, Shmolagin this entire game has been trying to survive to get to the Imperial Age, and now he's not even on his way, and that could be a game breaker. I don't see how he comes back from this. He's fighting in the Castle Age, or just trying to survive in the Castle Age. No military. Okay, now he's clicked up to Imp again. He chose this TC. That's better, and he's gonna call the GG. He's probably so frustrated with himself. He said queued Imp and wrong TC. Yep. Oh, man. He said meant to do the back one. And now they're talking about it. Kong is saying, what's Imp help you? Well, Shmolagin was going to go with Eagles. If he had enough Eagle Warriors, we probably would have seen more Knights from Kong. But ultimately, I think the moral of the story is here, you got to make some military. Shmolagin went for that faster castle time. Much faster, actually. And it didn't do anything for him because he couldn't defend. Kong did the right thing to pressure and just try and stop what little attack Shmolagin had. But the rating was perfect. We'll look at the achievements now. Now, all 5 games are played, by the way. There are the units killed. There's the economy stats. Let's look at those uptimes. Well, the map exploration is also very nice, very telling. Shmolagin way behind there. But look at the difference in the Castle Age time there. That's nuts. Almost a 20-minute difference, and Kong won. I still think Kong would have won if Shmolagin got to Imp, but you never know. Somebody asked, why is the Imperial Age still on the right side after he lost the TC? Well, that's just the way the overlay works. If you lose an upgrade, it's still going to stay there on the overlay. Okay,